hour, Ukraine's president confirming Russian forces are close to the capital. It's a city about the size of Chicago, and the country's president in a late-night video saying this night will be very difficult, saying the fate of Ukraine is being decided right now. Ukrainians battling for their capital city, Kyiv, with gunfire and explosions in videos posted to social media. The White House warning the city, home to 2.8 million, could fall fast, as officials there tell residents stay inside and prepare to defend against Russian troops. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky appearing in a video with other key officials in Kyiv, saying they are staying put, protecting their country, even as Russia pounds the capital and other cities with airstrikes for a second day.
Ukraine is fighting back. They are defending themselves.
And the Pentagon reporting Russian forces have lost momentum, not advancing as quickly as U.S. intel had guessed.
We certainly have seen indications that the Russians are not in every case, making the progress that they thought they were going to make.
But hundreds of casualties reported so far. Some soldiers' bodies seen lifeless on the ground. And destruction on display, from bridges pummeled to this Kyiv apartment building that shelling sliced through. Air raid sirens warning of the ominous threat. Ukraine claims 13 soldiers were killed after refusing to surrender Snake Island in the Black Sea. This purported audio exchange from when a Russian warship approached. From the border guards, a defiant response. The West now imposing sanctions on Russian President Vladimir Putin himself.
So President Putin and Foreign Minister Lavrov are in the list of sanctioned people.
The United States will join them in sanctioning President Putin and Foreign Minister Lavrov and members of the Russian National Security Team.
Lauren, why does President Zelensky believe that the fate of his government and the fate of Ukraine is in jeopardy tonight?
Pedro, it is the country's largest city. It is the seat of government, and right now Ukrainians are battling to keep control of it. The president saying Russia will use all available forces to break the resistance of Ukrainians. A Ukraine official texting reporters that strikes on Kyiv with cruise or ballistic missiles have continued. A tweet from the ministry asking citizens there to make Molotov cocktails to take down the enemy. The president confirming Russian forces are closing in. We are watching it all closely, and coming up next hour or two, more on the thousands of Ukrainians that are fleeing. For now, that's the latest live in the newsroom. I'll send it back to you.